Hi, my name is Anna Rupali. I am the head coach of the 2014 Boys Rep Program at Storm FC. I am also an administrator at Storm FC, and I also coach House League for Storm FC. Today I'm going to talk about my coaching philosophy, and I want to share what drives me, why I coach, and how I approach it. So I've been coaching for, I would say, just over 20 years now. When I was in my late teens, I tore my Achilles, and it took a lot longer than it was supposed to heal, and didn't heal quite the way it was supposed to. So I wasn't able to play as competitively as I was before I got injured. I come from a family of soccer. My dad coached myself and my three siblings at some point, all of us growing up. He also ran Brampton East Soccer Club, so coaching was just the next thing to do. I started assistant coaching or being the female on the bench for some younger female teams, and then I started to take some courses and get more involved and run clinics and stuff like that. There was a brief period of time where I didn't do any of that. I had moved, had children, and then when my son became of age to play again, after about a year or two, I got the itch and got back into it. So started House League coaching, and then eventually took on the rep program. So I coach because I love soccer, and I love sports in general, but I love soccer, and I love seeing kids who also just love the game. My favorite part about coaching is when someone masters something that they've been working on or that they've been struggling with. A player tries a new position and finds a love for it or an enjoyment for it where they didn't think they did before. Those are definitely the highlights of my coaching career. The wins are great, but these things mean a lot more because they're going to stay with those kids for a lot longer than winning a game. My philosophy centers around fairness and growth. Every player deserves a chance. I'm committed to working with anyone willing to learn. That's why I still to this day coach House League as well. I coach a House League team once a week, and I am involved in the House League development program as much as time allows. But our soccer camps for summer as well, I run those as well. I think it's really important that everybody gets a chance to start, because sometimes we don't know who's going to thrive where. So I think it's really important for them to all kind of have a fair chance to try. And if they want to be there, then they will learn. My coaching approach is I'm definitely firm. I definitely like structure with my practices and my warm-ups, and I have rules and things need to be done the way they're done, but I'm approachable. The boys are very comfortable with me appropriately. They know when is time to chit chat and when is time to be serious and be focused. They're only 11 years old, but they respect the kind of plan for the day when it comes to practice and stuff. I always start my practices off by asking how everyone is. Is there anything I need to know? Is there any injuries? Does anybody have a bad day at school? Obviously, sometimes they don't want to voice those in front of everybody, but they know that if something's going on, they can tell me, even if they want a sidebar with me, and I will keep that to myself if they've asked me to, or let the other coaches know that maybe they're not having like such a great day, and then we understand that as we're going through the practice. And they actually are all really good about that. Their communication with us is excellent. I think it's because they trust us and they respect us, and they want to have that open communication, and they know that it's not going to be held against them. It's only going to benefit them. My mission is to help players grow on and off the field, developing their skills, communication, and resilience. My team mission would be to create a supportive space where they feel like they can try and fail. It's really important. I also worked in youth shelters after college, so I know how important sports are as an outlet to kids. So I really take that into mind when I'm running a session or talking to players and parents. I'd say my coaching style is definitely transformational. I grew up with majority toxic coaches now that I'm learning about all of this, and I really try not to go in that route at all, though I'm firm, trying to stay away from that. I like the players to think for themselves, take risks, and we do, obviously, we keep them structured and we give them guidance and support, but I like to give them the basics and then see what they're going to do with it. And then we go from there if we need to correct or adjust or anything like that. I focus on strong fundamentals and helping players apply what they're doing in practice to a game. I think that's really important. Sometimes you do this, this, and this in a practice, but it doesn't transfer to a game, or the kids don't know how to transfer it to a game, and it's kind of, I think, a waste of a practice. So really try to take everything that we're doing in practice and put it in a game situation so that they understand how they're going to use it. So in conclusion, coaching is more than just teaching soccer to me. It's about helping them grow, enjoy their time on the field, which will also help them just be happier, better human beings.